This is such an important reading. We tend to have kind of false belief that we always need to understand things maybe a different way, maybe act in different ways, and we think that it will change the situation, and it's not always the case. So we will get into it. If you are new here, hi, welcome to my space. If you are returning, welcome back. Just a reminder, this is a collective read, even though we are getting here into a subject that I think that is spiritual and psychological awareness read, so it might truly fit to everyone. But let me just continue because I don't know where we will get into it. So it's a group reading, so it might be for you, it might not be for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your intuition always with group readings. And if I'm talking about masculine or feminines, I'm not talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy. So let's get into this so exciting read. So as said, very often when we have an issue with people, with the situation, we tend to overthink it, we tend to try to see it from another perspective, make more efforts, and sometimes it is absolutely not what we are meant to do. Here we have the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman talks truly about stopping for a moment and looking at things from another perspective, but here it is in the reverse. So someone stopped doing that, accepted to put an end to a situation, let the situation die, allow a transformation, allow a rebirth. The death card is not a negative card. People very often, they see the death card and they think that it's dramatic, but in fact, yes, it is a dramatic change very often, but it is intended to allow a healthier rebirth. There is always those two notions of life and death that goes together. When something dies, something new can come to life, right? And I'm saying here that stop being in this hangman position, trying to think it through, trying to look it from a new perspective, putting efforts, overthinking it. Being in reverse is exactly what was supposed to happen here. It is because the first card that came out, it is the Wheel of Fortune, meaning that there is a karmic lesson that has been learned here by letting go of this situation. Stop overthinking about it. Stop trying to see it from a new perspective. Just accepting the truth for what it is. The wheel has turned in your favor. You have regained your strength. You have regained control. More than that even, I will say, because we are here kind of with this hangman, overthinking and trying to see things differently and putting a lot of energy into a situation that is not clear. What you have regained here that allowed you to go through this death and rebirth, it might even be getting you out of survival mode, emotional survival mode. And now you are stable. Look what we have here in the middle of this spread. The Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Stability, abundance. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So the important lesson here, I think, before we will get further into the tarot and everything, but the important lesson here, it is important to be able to see things from new perspective. It's important when there is an issue not to just, say, okay, this disrupt my peace and I'm going, because we are seeing a lot of things online, being about my peace above all. Yes, but if this is what you are doing, you can also stay stuck in your own toxic cycles. It's not about avoidance, it's about knowing, having the balance of knowing when it is worth investing more and when it is not worth it. Here, apparently, you have done all the work, you have tried every possible way, and you got to a conclusion that, you know what, I did it all, I tried it all, I tried to understand all the parts of the equation, and I got to a place here where I think that truly, in order to regain myself, regain my mental health, might be that you thought that you were in depression, might be that you have suffered of a lot of anxiety, fears, but it might be simply because you were surrounded by toxicity, and you got to this place where I think that you understood that you can be abundant by yourself, that you don't need to be in this energy anymore. That's it. You got over it. The true message here, we are starting with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright and the strength, regaining your inner strength. This is talking about inner strength. So truly it was the right decision. So if you are hesitating, I don't think that it's the case, because I think that you realize that you did what was right for you, because you see that there is a positive outcome to this situation. You might feel that you are more relaxed now, you are not stressed out so much, you can put your energies into yourself, into your future, into your stability. So yes, it can be now that you are in a new beginning, right? We have the death here, so something needed to end. It got to the floor. We are with the Scorpio energy here. It's about transformation. So maybe you needed to cleanse everything in order to be able to have a clean slate and rebuild better. But the universe is totally supporting you. You did the very, very right choice. I love it. I absolutely love it. I am thinking, what do I want to take? Let's start here with a few cards here that maybe... No, you know what? I want to take here. Here it will tell us what are the attributes that you used that were very beneficial to you and that you will take with you in this new path that is opening for you now that you have freed your energy of things that were not healthy to you. Excuse me, I just want to put it back because I have the fan on, so I don't want the cards to flow. So please let us know what are the important qualities to hold on to in this period of rebirth. You are in the flow. It's the first time that this card comes out. I think that you are trusting yourself. You are trusting yourself, and it is very, very important. You didn't hold to the past. You let it go. You are observant. You are somebody very curious. So you are learning a lot of things because you want to learn. You are motivated by learning. And being observant also allows you to see things that other people might not see. I feel that I need to say that because if this situation is with your family, look at that. I will continue what I was saying, but this card flew. I could not react to it. if the situation that you are dealing with here, let's say, is with your family or with your spouse or something like that, you might have reactions of people saying, no, but you need to hold on, you know, this is the parent of your child, or this is your family, you shouldn't let go, you should continue to fight. First of all, understand that they might be defending their own territory. Second, they might not understand the depth of the situation. They don't know that it's a question of survival here. We are talking about survival here. You had to let go in order to realign yourself with yourself, right? So they don't understand. And so it's very easy to come towards you and judge you and tell you, you should do this and you should do that. And, you know, they don't know. They don't understand. They have their own life path, their own experience. And as said, you might be talking with, let's say that we are in a situation with the family, right? A lot of parents, even unjustified, they feel guilty. Why? Because they are not perfect. But the reality, we are not supposed to be perfect. Parents are supposed to be examples to their children, and it is not about painting an image of being someone perfect. No, you have the right to make mistakes. I'm looking at a picture of my father here, who had this amazing ability to totally embrace, if you feel that I'm a little bit emotionally, I am, because he's not part of the physical world anymore, but he had this amazing ability to be able to apologize, say, you know what, I was wrong here. So what he allowed me to understand, it is that it is okay to make mistakes as long as we are able to come forward and apologize and own our mistakes, right? But, you know, some parents feel guilty and maybe they try to avoid it. Maybe they are able to apologize, but no matter what, they feel guilty. And so they are maybe afraid that their children will one day come against them, which in reality it's not the case, because people who go no contact, if we are talking about a familial situation here, it is truly from a place of survival. It's not because what happened in the past. It is because they are still dealing with this same toxicity of this environment, right? Or those parents, or this parent that is extremely, extremely toxic, maybe very judgmental, maybe jealous. It happens a lot, more than what we think. Parents that are jealous of their children, siblings that are jealous, and the parents is siding with the jealous one who is trying to destroy. It's the golden child, maybe very arrogant. Understand what I mean? So I don't know why, seeing this observant card, I felt the need to say, you know, maybe you have a wider understanding about a situation and others don't have. So if people are coming towards you with judgments, you know, don't take it. It's you know, it is disturbing, right? Because there might still be some kind of guilt feeling, which I'm quite sure will go with time. But, you know, and then I am successful. You did the right thing. You did the right thing in the situation. Whoever we are talking about here, those are beautiful qualities that you have. You are in the flow. You are not afraid to take the right decisions anymore. Maybe before you thought that what you had to do is cut yourself in half, in fourth, in eight for others, but you understood that it doesn't lead anywhere, that you are stuck, and that you deserve much, much better than that. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I want to take the tarot. We'll take this one. Yeah, you see the truth. You have a very, very clear... I'm sorry if you hear some noises. There is some kind of a gardener outside, I think. and my neighbor has decided to, I don't know what, use a hammer. You see things very, very clearly. You express yourself very clearly. I'm saying that because if you were dealing with someone here that was trying to make you understand that they didn't understood what are your complaints, they didn't understood what's your problem and why you are so sensitive and you are problematic, they understood you very, very well, right? And I will tell you even better, right? First of all, most of the time when people are gaslighting you, they understood you. They are just playing the stupid one because they hope that you will get so drained and so exhausted that they will win, because with those people it's very often about saving face. There is a lot of ego there. But even when somebody doesn't understand you, if it drains you of your energy to be able to build your own life, it is not worth it. You are not supposed to sacrifice yourself for anyone. You are meant to live your life. You have a path to follow, right? You have something to accomplish in this world. For everyone it's different. But you are not meant to sacrifice yourself for anyone. That's not why the highest have brought you here. It is to learn lessons, to grow, to share, to accomplish something of your own. So, let's see. What else should I speak about here? Because it's truly what I feel that this is here. I'm not sure that there is truly kind of a situation. People were judging you very, very badly. They didn't see you for who you are, or maybe they did, but they decided to make you feel that you were not enough, that you were not good enough. They were judging everything that you did in a very, very negative light. You might still not be judging them. You might totally be in the place where, you know what, I don't care anymore now. Who's right, who's wrong? I'm tired of putting my energy there. Now I am building myself. Now it is about me. But the fact that you have been able to change what you were doing all the time, which you might have thought that was the right thing to do, and it is not wrong, but everything has to be balanced. Yes, it is important to self-reflect, but not to drain yourself into it, right? But the reality here is that apparently you might have been dealing with people who were very greedy, materialistic, superficial, shallow. Maybe they truly wanted to keep you in very low vibration. Maybe they wanted, everything was about status. I guess as you are listening to this, you are part of the collective, you are a spiritual being, so you are not all about money. It doesn't mean that you don't want money or that you don't like money, but money is not your God. Money is important to have a sense of security, but it's not, about your whole personality is not about how much money you have, right? It might be an issue in your life that takes a lot of space because you want to be able to be stable and to feel secure and all of this. But here we are dealing with people who are truly vibing low. They are vibing low. They are not spiritual, and they might even be religious, but it doesn't mean that they are truly, truly spiritual. And so you might have thought, it's okay, we are different. And you might also have thought that you are the one that is different, because a lot of people are in this energy about appearances and status and obsessed by money and obsessed by looks and obsessed by how do we say, the name tag on whatever they are wearing. And so you might have thought that you are the different one, which might be the case, doesn't mean that you are wrong, you know. But you might have been tolerant because you might not have understood what it truly meant, in fact, right? And what it means is that you are not vibing at the same place at all, and which might also mean that they might want to bring you to their level because you might be seeing some kind of truth and talking about some kind of truth that is embarrassing to them, or because they don't want to see it for themselves, they don't want to, or because it is embarrassing for other people to see it, right? And so they might have wanted to keep you in a weak place, right? Here, the spread, the second card, is talking about the fact that you have regained your strength. You have regained your clarity, your alignment. You are emotionally strong. And they might have wanted you to stay weak, to stay overreactive, so they could build this narrative in which you are mentally unstable, you are this, you are that, but in fact, no, you were just reacting to an environment that was toxic for you. What else would you like me to talk about here? You have the Seven of Pentacles that came out and the King of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, it is about looking at your investment, taking the time for a moment to just step back and observe and know what is the next step for you. You might be in this energy right now. You might be healing still of what happened. You might be isolating. If it's the case and it panics you, as a healer and as someone who has gone through those situations, I think that the best way to get out of this survival state, you know, when your nervous system has been under so much stress for a lot of time, very often I think that the best thing to do is to isolate, not to have triggers. You know, a lot of people are saying, even therapists, they are saying, yes, you don't heal if you are not triggered. If you are not triggered, then you are just protecting yourself. But we are not talking about that here. We are talking about a situation in which your nervous system is totally burned. You are sick. Your nervous system was sick by being stressed all the time. So it's truly now the time to help your nervous system to heal. And then afterwards there will be life, and then you will be able to react normally. Right now you might feel that you might be overreacting, oversensitive, simply because your nervous system has been under attack for so much time that it has exhausted. You know, you have too much of the stress hormone inside of you. The cortisol is too high in your system. So if you feel that right now you need for a moment to step back, you know, allow yourself to do it. It is not a permanent situation. There will come a time where you will truly feel the impulse of being active, being creative. You will feel your fire coming back to you, right? So don't be afraid of that. Don't think that there is something problematic because you feel this need to isolate. I can tell you that I went to a lot of therapists since I was 17 until I was 40 maybe. I truly did my best in order to heal. Not one has told me, you know, maybe you are burned out because you are dealing with so many controlling people in your life, neglecting people in your life. This is how you grew up since day one. And so your nervous system might be burned. What they told me is, you are in depression, here, take pills. I refused to. I did it, I tried, I didn't like it, because I could feel that I was just plastering the problem. I was not solving the problem. I wanted to solve the problem. And so I allowed myself truly to embrace, to say to myself, you know what? I will listen to myself, I will trust myself. And yes, I kind of got into isolation, and I didn't resist it. I went with the flow, and this allowed me first to hear my own needs, which I had closed off for so many years. Because if someone of my family would have called me, no matter what I was doing, I would have stopped to be at service. So I could not do anything, build anything serious for my life, because I was always on alert that something might happen. They might need me. You understand what I mean? And so when you are doing that, and you are taking the time truly to heal, to feel everything that you need to feel, to cry, to sleep, to be angry, allow yourself to be angry, so important. Then you liberate the energies. Here we are with the King of Wands. The Wands, it's fire, it's creation, it's intuition, it's being the leader. You are leading your own life now. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you are there, don't be afraid. Remember that you are someone that is profoundly happy, right? You are happy, you like a lot of things in your life, you are curious. We saw it also, you are observant, you are in the flow. You will feel when it's the time to move yourself. Listen to yourself. Allow yourself this time to listen to what your body is asking for you, from you. Let's see, what else? Yeah, again, we are with this energy. I don't like that. You obviously were in an environment where there was put a lot of pressure on you to do what was expected from society, what your family. And if you decided to, live your life in alignment with yourself, they might have been very critical and made you feel that you were not enough. And this is also something that you needed to release, what other people think about you. You truly had to trust yourself and release this thing, Whatever people think about me, it's not important. What's important is what I think about me. And being in this environment, I don't like the way that I react. I don't like the way that I'm oversensitive. I don't care about others. Now it is about myself. I totally release of my image, what people think about me, my status, how my life looks to others, what people think about my life, the way that they judge my life. I don't care anymore. And it's exactly what you had to do. Congratulations. I know how it might truly not be easy when we are imposed those kind of things, Yeah, you blocked it all out. You just blocked it out. Boundaries, and boundaries. You might have accepted that your priorities were not the same as others, right? But you might also have somehow been affected by all those judgments, and how people might have been talking to you from a place that you are not okay. And simply because a externally you don't have the life that they thought that you should have, which might be, for example, the work that you are doing. It might be your familial situation. Maybe you divorced a few times. Maybe you were never married. Maybe you don't have children. Maybe they don't like how you grow up your children because you decided to do things differently than others. You know, whatever it may be, maybe because you decided to follow your professional dreams and they think that it doesn't make sense. You know, all those things. Yes, absolutely. You decided to follow your own truth and to do it passionately. Passionately. Shut off all those judgments. Shut off all those people who are all about superficiality, materialistic. You decided to trust yourself simply, to look at who you are, what you have done with your own judgment, not how other people judge. Me, if you would ask to someone external about my life, they will describe you a chaos, I guess. When in fact, everything makes sense. Everything that I did, everything was guided by the same thing. There is no chaos. For somebody who doesn't understand, it might look like chaos. It's like if you have a rainbow, so there is kind of a logical, the way that the colors are placed, it is very logical. When you learn about physics and about the light, there is like something logical. But someone who doesn't know nothing about that, they see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and they say this doesn't make sense. Why is yellow and green? You understand what I mean? So they just see pieces. They don't understand the concept. And so it's like if you are not in balance, when in fact there is a total balance in what you do. Let's see. This Knight of Swords, I see that you totally regained also your mental clarity, or at least you trust yourself deeply, intensely. We are with the Knight here. It's intense. It is it's quick. We are also in the air energy. The air energy is very quick. Think about a thought, how it comes to you. And maybe, you might have felt that your decision at the end to release whatever you released was a quick decision, but in fact it was not. Because there was a whole thing that happened before, that maybe the decision that you took, if it's related to people may also say, I don't know what happened. It was suddenly. No, it was not suddenly. They didn't listen to you, or they did as if they didn't listen to you, and they are holding on to this narrative that you didn't say before, that things are not okay, that you cannot continue this way. You are a teacher. You are a spiritual teacher. You have a very high morality. You might be very connected also to the highest. You have a lot to teach to people that is obvious. Maybe you will see it later. It will come to your life with the flow. You allow people to... Wow. Wait, first I wanted to show you this here. You see the keys? You are giving people the keys to their own soul. The same way that you did it. This might be one of your missions, right? The card that came after it was the devil in reverse. I said wow, because this truly talks about releasing of the toxicity. You might have also suffered, and you may still be suffering of addictions. You might see that once you regain your nervous stability, when you get out of this survival mode, it can take some time. Be patient with yourself. You will see that naturally your addictions will go down, right? And you released of a trauma bond, maybe with your family, like of a toxic environment, a toxic person. You might have been in a relationship here with someone who was narcissistic, who was abusive, toxic, emotionally immature, all of those things. I have to hide these cards. I will put it like this, because apparently nudity, even if it's drawn like this, it might bother YouTube, and I think that this is truly an important read, so I don't want it to be flagged because of this. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, you stop questioning yourself. At a certain moment, you stopped trying to be the healer for everyone. You stopped trying to bring the light to others, try to explain yourself to others. You stopped. You said, you know what? It's not important. I understand myself. I know why I'm doing this. This is the most important part. I don't need others to understand it. I don't need to heal my whole family system, my spouse, my circle, my community. It's not on me. What I need to do is to heal. I don't need them to understand. It's irrelevant. They won't understand. You are operating at a deeper level, and look what we have here. Look at that. Since you stop doing that, this is fulfillment. This is happily ever after. The Ten of Cups. This is exactly what you needed to do. You have tried, you have given energy to try to understand, to see what's the situation, if you can do better, if maybe they don't understand you, you tried again, 1 time, 2 times, and now in the future you will know. You will know where to invest your energy and where not to invest your energy. And if it costs you too much, it is not worth it. I think that you learned the lesson, because we have the Death card here saying that a cycle has ended and there is a rebirth. We are starting with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and we are ending with this Ten of Cups saying that this is where you are, this is your energy. So I hope that it was inspiring to you. I hope that it was helpful to you. I cannot get out of this reading and not tell you that if you are going through this and you need some kind of support, I truly invite you to go into the text box and check my Instagram, because I am a healer and I am healing people through my Instagram page who are dealing with no contact, with dealing with toxic family systems, dealing with narcissists, with manipulators, all of those things. My intention is to help people heal and gain discernment and awareness. Usually I don't speak about it here. I'm not here to promote myself. I'm here to give out the messages that I receive. I don't even do private tarot readings. I am a healer, so I have one-on-one, but as a healer, so it's truly not, this is truly like giving out the messages that I receive, that's all. But you know, if you are dealing with it, my page might truly be helpful. I cannot not tell you that. So I want to congratulate you. I know how hard it can be to get to this place. I know how much you might have drained yourself. I feel released for you, truly, because I know the struggle. I know what it means. I know how much it costs. So truly, I want to congratulate you. You made the right choice. I think that life is proving it to you, truly. So welcome back. This is what I want to tell you. Welcome back. I love the comment section, so please go ahead. I would love to hear you, read you in the comment section. I will answer. I am active in the comment section. And I'm telling you, have a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching me. Until very, very soon. Bye.